DARPA. They have the Avatar Project. Look that up, the Avatar Project. I wrote about it in my book, where they transfer a soldier's consciousness into a field robot, and then the only thing that gets damaged if the robot blows up, the symbiotic link is disconnected through consciousness, but the soldier's obviously not going to die.
So a lot of people didn't even know this was happening. I didn't know it was that far. So interesting to look at.
I had an idea that it was happening because I saw it in a few movies, but I didn't know. I guess by the time they show you in a movie, they're already doing it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really surprise me. It just kind of, jolts me a little bit that he's talking about it so openly. And I'm thinking, wow, he knows a lot of stuff. The Billy Carson, he knows a
He
lot of
does,
stuff.
yes. It reminds us of The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Like
Forecast.
they always know things in advance, or
So this has all been done. This is real science being actively used right now. By 2045, which is the 2045 project in Russia, they're looking to transfer human consciousness into an actual being, an actual avatar body.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. This is the Three of Pentacles. We are the Three of Pentacles. We're three tarot card readers, and we like to focus on world events, world news, stuff that's going on around in our neighborhood, and everything that we hear. A lot of stuff that we hear, we like to pull cards on it, read the cards, and see what the cards give us and how we can interpret what's going on. And I would like to introduce my two beautiful, lovely, intuitive woo sisters. We have Miss Lynn and Miss Kaila.
Hi, everybody.
hi everyone.
And my name is Barbara. We like to read on a lot of things. And what we do is for entertainment purposes, but not only and not always. Sometimes we like to pull on fun stuff for entertainment, and then we like to pull on things that just, make us, that gives us a question mark in our head, let's just say. And maybe in yours too.
Or maybe makes them think outside the box.
Yeah.
Make me think outside the box. Exactly, exactly. Oh, before we start thinking outside the box, we'd like to thank everybody for liking and sharing and subscribing. We'll always try to remember to say that. Thank you so much from the bottom of our
Thank you,
heart.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Glad you're enjoying whatever we have up there. And please comment a little bit more if you can. And right now we're at 157 subscribers. We'd like to get to 200 with your help. So thank you in advance for doing that and helping us with. Now, since I got that out of the way, we are going to talk about a subject that can be a little daunting, could be a little scary, could be a little mystic, it could make you go, everybody has different reactions to it. So I'm going to can I let you talk about it, Lynn? You
Yeah,
want to talk about it? Or we're gonna,
this is just a short from Billy Carson, and he's talking about the Avatar project. We're just going to go ahead and play it so you all can
okay.
see it. It's a short, and it'll explain everything way better than I could. So we'll play that for you, and then we'll come back at the end, and we're going to just draw some cards on it, I think. Okay?
Perfect. That sounds good. All right, let's take a look.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
In Russia, the 2045 project, Ray Kurzweil, they've already took a monkey and transferred its consciousness into a computer. That was done in 2010. In 2000, I think 16 or 17, it was to transfer human consciousness into a robot, which that's been done. In America, we have DARPA. They have the Avatar Project. Look that up, the Avatar Project. I wrote about it in my book, where they transfer a soldier's consciousness into a field robot, and then the only thing that gets damaged if the robot blows up, the symbiotic link is disconnected through consciousness, but the soldier's obviously not going to die. And so this has all been done. This is real science being actively used right now. By 2045, which is the 2045 project in Russia, they're looking to transfer human consciousness into an actual being, an actual avatar body. So they can take a skin cell from you, they can put it in a petri dish, they can get it under the right conditions, turn that skin cell into a stem cell, culture that, turn that into a group of stem cells, and then grow that into a full clone of yourself using your own stem cells, and then transfer your mind into your new body. And it's all in my book. This is real stuff, man. And listen.
Okay.
My goodness, that laugh at the end, that's almost like you all get with the program. This is really happening. I mean, it might seem kind of weird, but
Yep.
hey, it's really happening. I remember seeing a movie like this a few years ago about the transferred. Well, there's been a lot of movies. Wasn't there one called The Lawnmower Man? Was that something like that
Oh, that's an
back in the
old one,
80s?
isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that one, but yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I haven't, yeah.
it was something like that. But I saw a movie where they kind of did that before. So he says it's real. He says it's really happening. It's been happening since.
Well, and it's interesting that James Cameron has Avatar movies and that it's the Avatar project. How did that happen?
True. It reminds us of The Simpsons, right?
Yeah,
Like
forecast.
there was no things in advance, or
Yeah, does that scare you? Does that intimidate you? What does that make you all feel? Does that make you feel, Lynn? I mean, just to hear that
I just,
possibility.
I don't want them doing it without my permission, obviously. But the movie The Avatar, it was really kind of cool how the guy was in a wheelchair, but then when his mind transferred into the avatar, he could walk and run and fight and do everything like he could. From a perspective like that, if your body's no longer functioning and you can physically transfer, but is that transferring your soul? How? I don't understand. So, I mean, I would be very careful. I'd need to know a whole lot about it. Do you want to be stuck? I mean, we know at the end of Avatar, it's like, I think
But don't tell the end. Don't tell the end, though. Don't tell the end of the movie, though.
Come on,
yeah,
if you
Barbara
haven't
never
watched it
likes
by now,
spoilers. Yeah. But it's an old movie. Maybe you've watched it before.
yeah,
Well, there's 2 or 3 avatars, right? I saw the first
I
one.
Yeah,
think
there's
so.
3
I
out.
only saw the first one too.
Oh, we just watched the third. Actually, I like all of them actually. They're pretty
Yeah.
interesting. But they do like a soul transfer at the end of the first one. So he's no longer in his human body and he's completely in the avatar,
Hmm.
living the life with that tribe.
Yeah, wow. I mean, how does that make you feel, Kyla? What does
Yeah, as Lynn said, I would have to know a whole lot more, and this in the wrong hands could go very badly because free will has to come into play, and you have to give permission. Sometimes they take permission, and we don't even know.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't even know this was happening. I didn't know it was that far. So interesting to look at.
I had an idea that it was happening because I saw it in a few movies, but I didn't know. I guess by the time they show you in a movie, they're already doing it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really surprise me. It just kind of, jolts me a little bit that he's talking about it so openly. And I'm thinking, wow, he knows a lot of stuff. The Billy Carson, he knows a
He
lot of
does,
stuff.
yes.
And hopefully, I mean, maybe he's gotten permission to talk about it because that's some high, hidden stuff. Talk about hidden history, hidden stuff.
Yeah.
So we are going to see what the cards say about it. See what the universe has
Yeah.
to say about it.
Let's
You
do a
wanna
general
call it?
poll and see if what Billy's saying in this video is in true, factual or with truth and integrity. Let's see.
Would you all like me to poll?
Go for
Sure.
it.
Okay.
Go for
So
it.
how do you want to put the question? We want to, if it's,
Just a basic overall of this
Of that
particular
video.
video, the Avatar project. What Billy is saying, is there truth and integrity to it? Is Billy on the good side of humanity? What does the universe want us to know about Billy and these projects?
sounds good.
And I'm sorry, I have a cough drop because my sinuses are starting to run down. It's allergy season here in Central Virginia.
That's okay.
Ooh, all right now. The very first card is Billy. Yeah, you're not gonna be too surprised though. You're not gonna be
Good.
too surprised.
There's so many good information on his YouTube channel, and I'm sure he has his own website with more information. But
Yeah, his Forbidden History, I think is what he calls it.
we'll likely be getting into some more, videos with him because he has so much information.
Yeah, I just started watching part of one of his videos on remote viewing. So
Oh.
it's interesting. It's interesting because he actually goes into how the brain functions and everything else. And it reminded me exactly of Penny Kelly's Intuition One course. I was like,
Right.
look at him teaching just like Penny. I was like, all right, I get it.
No, but by these cards, he's a special guy. I mean, we've been chosen, maybe.
Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, not that the cards say that, but just the card. Well, the
That's what
card.
you're
Well, you'll
getting.
see.
Yeah.
Oh.
He might be. He might be a chosen person to talk.
Wow. Very intuitive.
So the first card is him.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
very intuitive. First card is his. So, you wanna go ahead, Kyla?
Okay, so we have him coming across as the Queen of Wands. So he's somebody who stands in his own power. He doesn't care about what is going on around him, what other people are saying. He uses his own mind. He is very strong intuitively. He's very creative. And there's the Six of Wands just below, so it's like a personal victory he has. And the Wands cards tend to indicate, a lot of spiritual and energy, intuitive energy, creative energy. It's almost like a fiery energy too. This is like what he came here to do is like a passionate sort of work that he's doing. So we have like a victory card just below him with the Six of Wands. We have a lot of attraction and attention to the information he's sharing with the Eight of Wands and the Sun. So he is shining light, and yes, there is truth and integrity to what he is saying. We have the Chariot in the past. It's almost like if he's put this armor on and he's moving very fast to bring out this information. It's sort of like being in between two worlds too. With the Chariot, you have the light and the dark coming into play too there. He's coming out strong in the environment, his information. We have the strength. It's almost like if he has to hold back on some of what he knows with that strength card. Yeah, so we're getting directly here, we're getting truth and integrity to the card. Sorry, to the question that we asked, which is about the video that we just looked at. In the outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. Again, it's sort of like he's holding back. There's a lot more that, he's releasing stuff, but he knows a lot more than he's saying. And hopefully we'll find out more as we go. Yeah. A lot of soul searching happening with the eight. I think that's the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck.
Yep.
Anything else you ladies would like to add?
No, I think you pretty much nailed it. I mean, the Eight of Wands to me reminds me of just all the information, because this is just one aspect of what we've watched from Billy. He's such a good translator of old scripts and everything else too. I mean, going back to the Anunnaki and just all the old like pyramids
We'll
and everything
figure it out.
Yeah, go check out his channel.
I think it's Göbekli Tekli.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
But
Yeah, I
like,
get that.
his brain is so big. I don't know how he fits it all in his little head.
Right.
You know what? I think he's. Yeah, I think it goes even more deeper than that. He could be even a time traveler.
Could be.
With the Chariot.
Yeah.
Chariot and the Eight of Cups.
Eight of Wands and the Eight of Cups, yeah.
Eight of Cups. And there's something to do. There might be something to do with his mother. Who's his mother? Because that Queen of Cups. Because I see a female with that Queen of Cups and that Page of Wands. Okay, that could be read in several ways. That could be read in his intuition, and how he's connected psychologically to what he does. These types of things. But I believe that could also be read as the mother and a child, and maybe his intuition came from his mother. Or there's a female around him that's just as intuitive as he is.
Could be his
And
wife.
yeah, I see. Could be his wife, yeah. I see him as somebody that's like a time traveler as well. And people are like, oh my gosh, what is the Three of Pentacles talking about? Time traveling. Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Why
time
not?
isn't what we've been told it is either. It's not linear.
Yeah.
And with the
So,
Queen
yeah.
of Cups, I'm getting that hidden history aspect to it, because the Queen of Cups is very focused on that cup, has a lot of emotions and healing. And in her chair, there's a lot of, childhood wounds, even you can say, in some of the imagery. It's sort of like things coming up to be discovered and healed and so on. So that to me is like, bringing up that hidden history. And he's like he's just setting that page. He's the Page of Wands. He's bringing out that information. It's not that he's the Page of Wands, but the information is just like going into that first step You know, he has so much more information there that we're just discovering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just giving us the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. I
There's
think
a
so.
big old iceberg under all that water,
Yeah.
but I guess they have to roll it out a little bit at a time, even for our community, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much
Because
to go for.
Yes.
so basically, from that reading, he's speaking from a place of truth.
Hmm. Yep.
He's bringing it on, and he's going to probably be bringing on some more stuff, but a little bit at a time, because otherwise, if he brings out too much, then everybody's going to think he's not well, like he's crazy or he's a quack or whatever, all that there.
I think he's
So I
already
think he's going to
brought
be
out a
bringing it.
lot. When you go to his channels, there's so much information about so many different things. And that might be the Eight of Wands. You know, he's releasing stuff as quickly as he can. The Eight of Swords, it may not even be him holding himself back. Somebody else may be. Do you want to pull two clarifiers, Barbara, and see if the White
Sure.
House have like kind of slowed him down or anything? Is he working with
Because
them?
that Eight of Swords is a card of like depression and so on. So I think if people find out things too fast, it's going to have an effect, a psychological effect on their mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she asked me, is he working with the
He got us.
White House? Yeah. He's working with the Three of Pentacles.
Sure,
So he
Billy,
definitely
you're
is collaborating.
always welcome to work with us.
And by the way, we are the Three of Pentacles, and now you could see the Three of Pentacles are three people that are working together. You know, they're artists, they're working in the church, they're building the church, they're painting, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a church. It says a firm foundation and collaboration, positive collaboration. So let me do
He's
another card.
collaborating with two.
Yeah. So Lynn asked me if he was collaborating with the good guys, and he is. And let me get the other card. And dun, 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 dun.
Ace of Swords, which is a
Got a
yes.
big yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So there we go. Well, but that's a yes.
Okay.
That's a two big. Yeah. So there we go.
Okay. So our next
Awesome.
question, Kyla, you want to pull cards on this one?
Sure.
Is
So everybody start paying attention to what Billy Carson said. Keep an eye on him.
yeah. Are we as far along with this stem cells into avatars? Is it really already ahead? Are they already doing it, or is Billy just forecasting what's coming? I know they're working on it, but are they already there? Because it seems like so much is
Right.
when they start releasing it, we know it's already been in action, right? Just like Barbara was saying earlier about the movies. So where are they with that? Stem cells into avatars.
I think they're a lot further than what they're letting on,
I think so too.
like with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, like he said, Project Avatar's already been around. I haven't had a chance to look into Project Avatar to see what it is, but I would assume it's that stem cell thing. I don't know that it's even just all Russia. By 2045,
Yes.
I mean, that's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah. And he's saying that they can take some stem cells and then multiply them and then make a whole clone.
Well, we know
So
they're
this
already
whole-
cloning, right? So,
Yeah. So I was about to say, so this whole clone thing that everybody's been talking about, yeah, we're not really that far off. So,
I mean, when Walt Disney tells you they're making their stars of the future, I think that was them.
they're literally making them. Wow. Maybe that's why a lot of them look alike.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's another video right there.
yeah, it is.
Why
Hey,
do
and if you
a
want
lot of
us to look
celebrities
into
look
that.
alike?
Right.
Yeah, comment down below if you want us to do a video about why so many celebrities look alike. It's like, spit that one out, spit that one out, spit this one out, spit that one looks the same.
Almost like if sometimes I see a young actor or actress coming up now and I'm like, didn't they exist when I was young? That face looks so familiar.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
There's that
well, there's a lot of
Strength
examples.
card
There's a lot
again.
of
Look at
examples.
that. And the chariot. Look at all those repeating cards. The Three of
What?
Pentacles and the Ace of Swords.
Yep.
It's almost like I handed you my deck.
I know.
True.
What? Okay, so how did you phrase that? How did you phrase the question?
Exactly how Lynn said it. So, according to what he was saying with the stem cells and the avatars, how far along are they with this?
What are you getting, Barbara?
Looks like they've been okay. The eight of wands. There's a lot of communication coming in. So there's always. I look at that also as multiple physical things. Because you have the page of pentacles right under it. So and the page of pentacles can come off as a new element. So maybe they've made some new developments as well, but there's multiples of them already. The two of cups in the middle, there's backdoor agreements. They've already have succumbed to backdoor agreements, because the Ten of Swords is like, it's almost, Ten of Swords is almost like having a bad ending, but sometimes it could just be just you succumb to something, you've given into some type of agreements. The Strength is something that has been around for a long time, because sometimes you have to do things to build your strength. So you have to it takes time to do it. So they've been doing this for a long time, is what I feel. The King of Pentacles, it's a richness about it. It's abundance. There's a richness and abundance about it. So there's multiple projects that they've probably been doing. And look at that Chariot right in the middle. He said something about a soldier. They probably already have soldiers, several soldiers that, and they probably call them super soldiers.
Yeah.
I always wonder why they call them super soldiers. I just thought that they give them extra vitamin C. But
What was it when we were kids? Tang?
Tang, exactly. Give them some Tang and make them a super soldier. But no. This is really something else. So it looks like they may have multiple super soldiers that they have locked down somewhere, or maybe in some of these wars that they've been doing recently, and putting them to the test. The Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, that's independent contracting, maybe independent collaboration. Maybe some companies are doing it on their own. Maybe there are some singular companies that have their own projects. Could be whoever Billy's talking about. Maybe there's companies that have done it, and then there's independent companies that are doing it on their own, because it seems like a technology that's already out there. The Ace of Swords is a big yes. There's a lot to be said about this that's going on, but I get this as a yes, that it's been going on for a while in multiples.
Kaila, you want to pull a couple clarifiers and see like who started this project? Did it start by the bad side or the good side? Who's working this project 2045?
We have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords.
Our good military.
So did you ask if they started it or if they have it in their hand?
If they started it.
Okay, okay.
Like
Oh,
who
that's good.
started it.
Okay, that's good to know.
And I sort of got that impression too with this poll, because if it was bad intention, you might have had some more, mysterious cards, like maybe the Moon, the High Priestess, even sometimes
Devil,
can come across as a bit shady too.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. That's why I was like, let's see
Yeah,
see if we can get a good military card or something in there.
just with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, that looks quite good.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. So, you want to pull a couple more clarifiers? Is this project for the benefit of humanity?
Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Cups.
Still some stuff they don't want us to know, huh? Oh,
Yes,
I know.
is like some, there's a kindness to it, something that we're not supposed to know, something that we didn't even think about as being the reason. But they're kind of like, they're holding back on that. And I think it's kind of in between two worlds in a sense, because this in the wrong hands could go quite badly.
Oh, okay, this might need to be another draw. Girls, let me know. Is this how those of us that are supposed to ascend into the next dimensions, is this how we ascend? Because maybe these bodies can't physically go into the next.
That's a good question.
Do you want to make it a whole poll?
Let me pull. Yeah, you want me to pull on it?
Yeah.
Is this
Go
how we're
ahead.
supposed to be going? Is this how we're supposed to ascend?
Yeah,
So
and I'm wondering,
looking
you know,
for-
if it's there doesn't seem to be anything bad about it. And it was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, is this how we're supposed to ascend?
Is this how we're supposed to send? So we're looking for some yes cards, or we're looking for some
A
positive,
little more information about it. Yeah. I mean, about the project. Let's see, because you got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, and I'm like going, all right.
Yeah. Let's see if they want to give us the information.
Right. Yeah.
What made you think of that, Lynn? That question?
As soon as I saw the cards, something just kind of was like, oh, this might be how you're ascending. Because
Yeah,
with
I like that.
so-called resets, they've always said mankind has never survived. There's always been a flood or this or that just to wipe everything out to start over again with the resets. We're not supposed to be doing that.
And then the limitation of this body
Yep.
comes into play.
Yep.
So is this how we are supposed to ascend?
Oh, okay. What do you think? It looks like maybe it could go that could be one of the ways. Not quite, but
Well, if you think about it, we have two major arcanas in the first three cards. So usually when you get major arcana in the first three cards, it's usually a positive
yeah.
yes. And when you say the word ascend, that three of wands in the middle just makes me feel like somebody's ascending, or they're going to a different horizon, let's say. And the Fool is also on a voyage,
On a new
as
journey.
well,
Yep.
on a journey. Now, the the Five of Cups underneath the Two of
Pentacles.
Pentacles, it kind of makes me feel that some people will ascend and some people won't.
Yeah, I think so. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people will ascend and some people won't. You have the Three of Cups aspected with it's almost like it's trying to get maybe a percentage too. Maybe it's 30%, because there's three cups that are down and they're holding three cups in the air. So we will succumb to that, the Ten of Swords. We will succumb to three down and two up, or three up. There's something about 30, maybe 30%. What do you all get?
With the Ten of Swords in the outcome, I'm not really getting a clear yes on this, but as you said, could be some truth to it. It could be like, there is definitely something to it.
Yeah, and maybe it may just depend on some of the people that are supposed to ascend. Maybe it might depend on how old their bodies are and if they're going to be able to, build themselves up into that. And maybe they need to go into that avatar project. And those that are physically able to ascend in their body, maybe they stay in that body. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That could represent the body whenever the body's no longer able to move forward.
Yeah.
Some people will be disappointed because they're unable to move forward.
Yep.
And some people will, with that Three of Cups there.
Yeah.
The King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. The King of Pentacles is abundance, it's richness, it's positivity. And the Page of Cups has a surprising element to it, or it could be little people.
Yep.
So either we have
Maybe the newer star seeds will be able to ascend without a problem.
generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
New generation. Okay.
Whatever it is,
Or us old folks might have to go into the avatar.
it's to get some help. But
Yeah.
at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So it's kind of like the cards are telling you, there's unnecessary worry around this. It's going to surrender to the process with the Ten of Swords. It's like it's going to happen. It's going to flow. It's already started happening in the past, the ascension process with the sun. and we are going into new territory already. So it's continuing now, and it's asking us to surrender to the process. So it's almost like it's not giving us a clear answer as well.
No, but it's given us a little nudge. We might be getting
Yes.
warm with our question.
Yeah, so getting warm, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you look at that, that's the first card. It's like, come see, come saw. Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe 50-50.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Some
then you
will,
get the
some
two, you
won't,
get the
you
two
know?
positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then you get the two positive cards, those two major arcana. And major arcana, usually in the first three cards in the Kachina knife that we've studied, it gives you a yes. So it's almost like a yes and a yes, no, maybe so type thing.
Partly, yeah. With the King of Pentacles is almost like that person who's fully ascended in a sense, because that represents like health and, everything, abundant. And then we have the Page of Cups, so it's like a soft yes too. It's like, yes, you're partly there, but not quite.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're like partly warm. We're warm. We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer.
You,
It's still a
you
lot more to
wanna
discover.
you want a couple of clarifiers?
What do you want to clarify?
Oh, we're good with that. We're good with it.
I think for now
Is
for
it?
this video, right? Let's
Because
what?
I wanted to clarify if we were on the right track as far as 50-50 people doing it, or
Go ahead. Go for it, girl.
yeah. Wait, are we on the right track when you say 50-50 people?
Or
Okay, I get the
30-70.
Knight of Pentacles, 30-70. Knight of Pentacles, so that's the carefulness about it. Carefulness. And I get 6 of Swords. Looks like maybe, there's a little carefulness about it. So maybe it doesn't want us to really know for the moment.
Yeah.
And the information will be coming out soon enough.
Yeah.
6 of Swords.
Very
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yay.
All
It's
right, so
exciting.
from that
Very
poll,
thought-provoking video.
yes,
Yeah, I
from that,
had no idea where this was going to go.
And I'm glad to see that it doesn't look like it's in the bad
Yeah.
hands,
Doesn't look like it ever was, really, which is awesome. So, yeah.
so it looks like when you get older and your body just can't go, you can just transfer your
Possibly.
consciousness
There's a possibility.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
another version of yourself with your stem cells as nobody else's. You don't need no surrogate stem cells.
I don't even know if it's going to be that so much as maybe it's just our soul hopping into the new body.
Yeah. You see, that's the question that I need to, if it's a soul thing, what we think we know what a soul is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how does that fit with, well, I don't want to say religion and church. I don't want to say that, but as far as spirituality, like what we were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot to think about there.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Did we want to add something else to this video?
I think we're good.
I think we're good for now. I think we
Alright.
got to do a little more research on what else Billy knows before we dive into this any further.
Yes.
That's enough to chew on. That's enough
No,
to chew on right
maybe
there.
even bring out the old conspiracy hat.
Oh, yes, that's true.
I love it. I love it. I got to get a cap made. All right, excellent. So, hey, if you like what we pulled on right now, just please comment down below what you think, what you feel, what you heard, what you think you heard, what you think you believe.
If you think
And
we're
if
crazy,
you didn't, if you think we're crazy, if you think you're crazy and we're right, or vice versa, just comment, let us know. We want to be interactive, more interactive with you all. So thank you all for commenting, but we need some more. We need some more. We'll give more, but we need some more as well. So thank you for watching this video, and Kaila's gonna let you know where we can be found.
Okay, so we're on Instagram. This is new, so please join us there. We're on Facebook. We have a lovely community. It's a small community and it's growing, so we'd love to have you there as well. And we're on Rumble. So all of the links will be below, so please join us. We would love to have you.
Wonderful.
thank you,
Thank you from
everybody.
the Three of Pentacles. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Till the
watching.
next video.